found out today.
What did you find out?
From my good friend at work.
You've been saving this?
Oh, I just thought it was fun.
Okay,
That was a fun thing to say. Ariana Grande
Yeah.
and Katy Perry
Yeah.
are both canon in Final Fantasy.
What?
How mad's that? Apparently there was some...
Wait, but Kingdom Hearts is Disney meets Final Fantasy.
My
Like, that
God.
is actually like a thing. Like, there are Final Fantasy characters that show up in Kingdom Hearts.
So, therefore...
So that means that Ariana Grande and Katy Perry
also canon.
Sora's gonna get... He's gonna get it, isn't he? He's gonna get it.
Yeah, he was
Kingdom Hearts 4. That's the plot.
He was telling me that apparently it's like some mobile game that, like, because I don't know shit about Final Fantasy,
yeah.
so like
I don't either.
You know, sorry if I say the wrong thing, but yeah, apparently, because it wasn't just one Ariana Grande, there was like 4 of them,
There's
and each of them had, because there was one that was, you know, like, was it like 2016? I think when she was doing the like Dangerous Woman thing, she had like the sort of bunny mask on, and like
I have no idea.
you would recognize it if you saw it.
Oh,
that like
I mean,
iconic look.
Probably.
With like the high ponytail and shit. That was like one of the looks. And then there was like another one where she kind of looks like a cat. And then there was 2 more. And then Katy Perry also has 4 looks. And they do like sonic damage and shit. And I'm like, that's so cool. And apparently in the Ariana... there is a boss fight where you play as Ariana Grande to a remixed version of Touch It, which is one of the best Ariana Grande songs. But like,
okay.
that's so good. Like, he played me the remix as well, and it goes fucking hard. Like, it's really good.
Anyways, welcome to Doctor Who Rewind. Confidential, the show after the show after the show after the show after the show. I'm not going to do that 13 times because I need my inhaler afterwards. Well, we are going to rank the episodes this season. Personally, I'm still not quite sure if I'm happy with my list, but I'm just going to go for it.
I had a bunch of free hours at work earlier, so...
I did this last night at like 2 a.m, which is also when I watched the TARDISodes. We're going to talk about the TARDISodes too, because they are fun. They're just a bit of fun.
Yeah, it's a good little thing.
I haven't researched them. We just sat and watched them just now, and they were...
Yeah, off the dome.
Is your favourite one the same as my favourite one?
Freestyle. Yes, I believe it is.
Crime crackers.
It would have to be, right?
Cracking down on crime.
That's a bit, right? That, like, surely.
Whenever someone comes in with some, like, gossip now at uni, we're going to be, like, cracking down on crime.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Death counts. I want to touch on filming blocks just because I find that quite interesting.
You want to touch on what?
Filming blocks. Just when and how that was all done.
Yes, very good.
And then I've got a few of the press releases from when Billie Piper left.
Ooh la la.
And when Freema Agyeman joined and all that kind of thing.
Yes.
And then I've got a little something at the end.
A little something at the end.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Is that a secret?
For
me?
For now. Like,
no, I want it to be a secret.
Like you know about it.
Okay.
But I've done a thing.
Okay.
I spent my entire day doing a thing. And if you hate it, by the way, I'm going to have a meltdown, like, on mic. So please be kind to me.
Part of my brain is
just
now
wants
like,
to
just
hate
hate
it. Just on
yeah.
purpose. I almost spoiled it by mistake by just having it on screen when you walked in, but I managed to minimise it and stuff.
Excellent.
Anyways, do you want to start or shall I start?
Where are we starting?
Episode 14, our 14th of the list of the ranking, I guess.
Oh, we're getting ranking straight away.
I feel like that is a good place to
cool.
begin.
Because this is including Christmas Invasion, right?
Yes.
Cool. Because I didn't know if we were ranking it. And I was at work, so I couldn't just text you and be like, "Hey, are we ranking this?"
Yeah.
So I've given it an honorary place in the list.
As like a number between.
Yeah, but then also I did the rest of the list around it if it doesn't work.
I feel like my list is going to be... I'm not even happy with it. What am I talking... So, wait, before we start. If we don't enjoy an episode and it falls at the bottom of the list, it's normally because it's the worst of, like, a great bunch anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So there'll be, like, 2 or 3 episodes that I'm like, I actually don't like that. And then for the remaining 10, I'm like, all of these are so good and I'm trying to split hairs.
Well, the way that I sort of, like, ranked it in sort of my mind is I'm, like, not reflecting the number grades at the end of each
just
episode.
Like I sort of try and look at an episode title and go, if someone was like, do you want to watch that now, would I be like, yeah, or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
nah.
It's my ranking of like how much I would want to watch them out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So coming in at 14.
Fear her. Okay, right. Yeah, me too. That's what I had. It's just, I don't know, like we said, it's tonally
weird.
It has no idea what it's trying to do.
No.
Its plot is not amazing.
Don't love the villain. Well, villain,
yeah, quote unquote.
Quotations, you know, and I don't particularly think any of the side characters are hugely interesting.
Yeah. I think it has a hard time. I think it was going to have a hard time anyway because there's no way to split this season's 2-parters in a nice
there is a few, isn't there? So
yeah. Do you want to go with 13? Do you want to do a 13? I think we might differ here.
The Idiot's Lantern.
Christmas Invasion.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it and I was like, that episode, as I think back, and I think we've said this about not next week, the week after, when Runaway Bride drops, which is weird because that's already been it's done. It's uploaded. It's just not scheduled. But whenever I think of a Christmas special, I'm like, oh, they're always kind of long and arduous. There's like 2 that I enjoy, and it's just not one of them. And it's nice to be like, oh, it's Tennant's first. I don't care. I'm like, yeah, cool, but that's the last 10, 20 minutes. I don't.
Yeah, it's compared to like New Earth as a first one. It's not like I don't think you miss out on a lot, but if you just skip Christmas Invasion, to be honest.
Yeah, that's my number 13. Shall I go with my 12, or do you want to go with your 12?
Hit me with your number 12.
My number 12 is The Age of Steel.
Yeah,
it's like, and I think I've already said that 2-parter for me. It just kind of is so forgettable, and I imagine there is a bunch of people that love it, and that's fine. I think that I'm in the minority of like, it's not that I don't love it, it's just that of my long-term memory. I can remember most of the plots for each episode of this season. This one always just kind of falls away. Maybe it's because it's mostly centered around Mickey and he's not the one that I'm here for. I'm here for like Dr. Rose stuff. He is just, we have to get through his stuff.
See, this is where I put Christmas Invasion.
Okay. Oh, well, like, yeah, that's...
Yeah, I just hated Idiot's Lantern a bit more.
Yeah, well, Idiot's Lantern is lower on my list than where I probably would put it, just out of shame. Because I just think it is a bit fun. I think it's the period piece that really gets me.
I'd say that's one of the few things that salvages it for me.
As someone who listens to a lot of music from that sort of like time period as well, whenever I see that, I'm like, oh yeah, go on, go swinging about.
Feel at home.
Let's go carooning.
Number 10?
11.
Number 11. Sorry.
Yes.
Number 11. I have Love and Monsters.
I have Idiot's Lantern.
Okay.
Love and Monsters is well, no, I keep thinking that like these things are way higher on my list, but like my top 7 are all like they're all fighting for number 1 basically.
See, I wanted to put Love and Monsters higher. I really, really did. Like I was sort of fighting for it.
The problem is it's a hidden gem. But even as soon as I finished watching it, I dread going back to it. And I don't even know why, because this time going around, it was great. Yeah. And talking about it was fun. We had way more positive things than negative things to say about it.
I think another thing about it as well, though, is that it's kind of like a novelty sort of episode.
Yeah. And it's not very who-ish.
No. And in a way that's different to Blink.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like once you've seen it sort of once, then it's kind of like there isn't really much to go back and get from it.
I mean...
comparatively, anyway.
Yeah, well, Blink has more Doctor in it than this, but I also think that Blink's sort of the intrigue of it all, is way better.
And also, let's not forget that like the Weeping Angels are much cooler than Peter Kay.
Oh, I mean,
sorry, Peter Kay, but like,
I mean. The Weeping Angels like became iconic immediately. They were like, bring those back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no one's putting the Absorbal off in a lunchbox
yet. I might. What would you do? Imagine if I came into uni one day with like a meal deal, but the meal deal was in an Absorbal.
First of all, I don't think that you are like correctly estimating how much you would get ripped for having a lunchbox at all.
Excuse me.
Because for some reason, a Tupperware is fine.
I was just going to say,
with like an actual
I was just
going to
say, like a Tupperware, which by the way, you've got to snap it like 4 times a lot of the time. You've got to do the long ends and the short ends. You've got to go
more than 4 because it never sits right perfectly.
Oh no! Or you go 3 because one of them wasn't on anyway, just because it just popped off. Because it was like, fuck you.
It's even worse than the one, they have the little teeth that like clip up instead of pushing down.
My bottle has like a little lock thingy on it that's a bit like that.
Nightmarish.
Yeah, I hate it. Anyway, yeah, my 11 was Idiot's Lantern, where I'm like, I enjoy this a bit more than you do, but my 10, Rise of the Cybermen, it just falls down that list for me. Rise of the Cybermen is my 10. What's your 10?
My number 10 is Tooth and Claw.
Tooth and Claw?
Yeah. Not because I think it's bad, because this is when I started thinking about it, and I was like, oh, fuck, where do I, logistically thinking about rankings.
It's to do this.
And out of everything that I had left, I feel like, it's my least favourite.
It does become process of elimination of, like, what am I going to...
But not in a way that's like, this episode is bad, and it deserves to be that low, just in the other ones are really good.
I mean, I think I said it in the episode where I was like, everyone's always obsessed with like vampires and zombies, but I was like, werewolves are sick. So that
werewolves and monsters.
Yeah, so that episode in my brain has always been up there. So, and I also think like whilst it's filler, I think I said it in the episode again. It's the best kind of filler. What's your number 9? What's your Beneath Tooth and Claw?
New Earth.
I expected that to be higher up.
I wanted
than
to put
this
it
for you.
so much higher.
Mine is Love and Monsters, my number 9.
Yeah.
Because again, it was that I loved it, but it's the thing. It might be because when you've just rewatched something, so you're like, I don't need to watch that for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe it is that, but it's also there are some episodes of this that I can just go back and watch today and be perfectly happy with.
Yeah.
And that one I'd be like, no. It's one of those that I just don't want to rewatch anytime soon. So that's there. So your number 9 is New Earth.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that my New Earth is higher up than you, because you love New Earth.
I do.
Because now I'm like, what have I done to my list to...
I really, really do love New Earth. See, the thing is, even now when we're going through it, I'm like, this isn't right.
Yeah, it doesn't feel
but
good.
I spent like a good 40 minutes. It was dead today. I cannot express that enough.
Yeah.
I spent like a good 40 minutes like literally looking at things and considering things, and now I'm like, this is all wrong actually.
I like how there's just an army of ood on my screen. Men. Ood.
Beast.
He is awake.
Right, it's getting silly now. What's your number? What's your number 8?
New Earth.
Did you say that?
New Earth
Did
is
you
my
just
number
say
8.
that?
No, my number 9 was Love and Monsters. And
Okay,
now my
yeah,
number 8
sorry.
is New Earth.
New Earth.
Yeah, which again, I was just going through the episodes and I was like, which of these do I want to watch? And it just falls down. Another difficult thing was splitting up the two-parters.
Yeah.
Because we're doing this by episode and not by story. So if it was by story, this list would have been
Different
way
story.
easier. Just easier to do in general. Because now I'm having to go, like, of those 2 Sidemen episodes, which one would I rather watch? And of the Satan Pit and Impossible, like, which one? It's just a nightmare to do.
What was that, number 8?
And that was number 8, so your number 7 is?
I didn't say my number 8.
Did you not?
No.
Oh, you asked me mine and I didn't
Yeah.
go. Okay.
Mine is Rise of the Cybermen.
Okay. So that's... You haven't said Age of Steel yet, though, so I'm... that's a odd one. It's fucking next. Yeah, Rise of the Cybermen. Those 2 parts just mesh. I do think that Rise is better than Age of Steel, though, so I mean, that's where we sort of differ.
See,
on
I've
that
put
one.
Age of Steel at 7.
Is that your next one?
Yeah.
Okay, see, mine's The Girl in the Fireplace is next.
Okay.
Which, again, hard to... But when I said, 7 onwards are all fighting for number 1, I mean that because these are my next 7 are all really, really difficult to get through for me.
Solid eps.
Yeah. Did you say your 7 was Age of Steel? Or
Mine is
Rise?
Age of Steel,
Yeah.
yes.
Mine was Girl in the Fireplace. My 6 is The Satan Pit.
Okay.
What's yours?
Army of Ghosts.
Army of Ghosts. See, that one did stump me because the more that I was thinking about it, the more I was like, Army of Ghosts is a lot of setup for, Army of Ghosts has, a few slowish moments, I guess. No, it's not badly paced, though. Slow moments that are good.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Doomsday's just hit after hit
Well,
after
when
hit
you
after hit,
consider,
right?
like I said, not only do you have to do 2-part stuff, but you also have to do, end of season wrap-up stuff.
Maybe I would switch my 5 and 6 then, because my 5 is Army of Ghosts, which is just after the Satan Pit.
My 5 is Girl in the Fireplace.
Oh, well, then we're sort of getting to similar places
Getting
now.
to the top.
Yeah, well, I mean, the top 3 is where it's at. There is one that we both haven't said.
Yes, there is.
And I'm like,
what's your number 4? Mine is Doomsday.
yours is Doomsday. Okay,
Yeah.
my number 4 is Tooth and Claw.
Right, okay.
Because, like I said, I just
It's
enjoy
very
it.
high.
Very high. Well,
I mean, you enjoy it. So
it is super enjoyable for me to watch it, and it's super fast paced. And they're running around this house like Scooby Doo. I'm like, yeah, I'm here for that. 100%. There's a Chaos Emerald. There's a Queen. What do you want? There's mistletoe. I love
What
Christmas.
more?
What do you
What
want?
more do you
What do you want?
It's got it all.
It's got intrigue. It's got floors. It's got bald men doing karate. It's
Shit, I forgot about the bald men doing karate.
When I saw
Wiping the
confidential
list,
for that
starting
scene.
again.
So top 3.
Ooh, yeah.
Which, okay, yeah. So my number 3 is Doomsday.
Okay.
What's your number 3?
School reunion.
Oh, see, we're very close on that, but not quite, because School Reunion's my number 2.
The thing is, my thing with School Reunion is I'm not even going to justify it at why I've put it at number 3.
It's just so good.
It's just so good, and it's one of those episodes where, we have another companion in, and it is a bit self-referential and but it doesn't become about Sarah Jane.
And it also doesn't wank all over Sarah Jane's character the way that it sort of does with Ace.
Yeah, antiquing a little bit.
And it's like, hey, what if she apologised to you?
Yeah. No, actually.
She's still seeking his approval after all these years.
No, actually.
Fucking stupid. But yeah, School Reunion was my number 2, because when I was going through it, and I was looking at it and I was thinking back, that was the one where normally for season 2 is like my brain goes straight to Army of Ghosts and Doomsday and Tooth and Claw. That's like where my mind will wander off to those places when I think season 2. But I was proper thinking about. I think it's because I think one of the first things that like me and you as pals, to get real, was like, oh, Doctor Who, like and we've already said that the time that you were like, this is what I think this thumbnail should be, and I said the exact shot.
Same thing, right?
Yeah. You were like, I think it's this bit with the TARDIS, and then I described the shot to you, like,
and I was
piece
like,
by piece,
that's
and you're
the
like,
one.
this person gets me. Whereas like I've never been emotional watching these episodes, but like seeing you get emotional whilst we're both sat in the library watching it on 2 separate devices with our headphones in, seeing you do it, and then me going like, I know what's about to happen to me now.
I know. I cannot for the life of me believe that either. And like, I just look up and you are straight pointing at me.
Yeah. And then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, no, you can't cry, Tyrese. You can't do it. You pointed at her. She'll have to point at you, and there's going to be a whole thing. And like, have we got the same number 1?
We haven't even done 2 yet, man.
Yeah, mine was School Reunion.
Oh, okay. Mine's Impossible Planet.
Okay, so no, we don't have the same number 1.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Mine's Impossible Planet. What's your number 2?
My number 2 was School Reunion.
Did you? Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, yeah.
Third time.
Impossible Planet at number 2. Satan Pit at number 1.
Okay.
What about you?
My number 1 is Impossible Planet. I think the build-up is excellent.
There you go.
And like this whole thing, the intrigue, all of it's good.
See, the thing is, it got to this point at the list, and I'm like, Impossible Planet 1 and 2. Sorry, Impossible Planet, Satan Pit 1 and 2. Never a question. It was like,
well, I was really like, do I want to put those 2 together? Because that was the thing for me. Because if I'm going by story, my top 3 stories of this season will be the Impossible Planet, Satan Pit.
Yeah.
As in my like top spot number 1. Number 2 would be School Reunion. Then number 3 would probably be Doomsday and Army of Ghosts. I would put that lower than School Reunion because I just think everyone's character is like really on point for School Reunion, whereas like Doomsday is trying to do a big spectacular thing, which is why that would fall to 3. So when I split them up, and I'm thinking about Satan Pit, and I'm like, it's good. The payoff's great. The vent stuff is good, and then like the FaceTime between the Beast and the Ood and stuff, I'm like, that's all fine. But it does sort of push you along with it. Whereas the Doctor bits are great. The Doctor and Ida bits are like the best part of that episode. The best writing too. But yeah, that had to fall behind. But Impossible Planet, that too. It's difficult. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't split them up. And had I been able to split them up, School Reunion might have been higher. Probably almost definitely would have been higher. But I just think the 2 of them are very good and that they work very good. And the thing is, I think that compared to the other 2-parters
this season,
yeah, those are the ones that like specifically need to be watched back to back.
Well, I think that maybe the reason that Rise of Cybermen and Age of Steel isn't like as prevalent in my brain, maybe it's just because out of the 3 2-parters of this season,
it's the naffest.
That's like the one that sort of can't catch up to the rest.
See, I just adore the Cybermen, so you know, I guess that's probably...
Maybe it's a classic Who thing as well, though.
Oh, I mean, when I think
an Ace
of...
thing. Is it an Ace thing?
Not particularly. Because when I think of my favourite Cybermen stories, I'm going back to, like, you know, Tomb back in the 60s and shit, so...
Well, I haven't seen them, so... Looking forward to it. Got to watch Torchwood very soon.
Yeah, man.
Is everything cool there?
Yeah, I'm just doing a little shake. Because I found out that if I do a little shake, the little, like, tags on the back jingle.
Oh, so you're just trying to make more disturbances?
Yeah,
is what
I was trying to make it harder.
But those are our lists. I will say that, like, spiritually, our number 1 spots are the same. So,
yeah.
So I'll take that.
In terms of a season ranking, we have exactly 2 seasons that we are through now.
Yeah, I didn't think about this before I came in here today.
There is 2 things.
Yeah, but there are 2 good things. Season 1 is better, okay? I think that... no, okay, right. So season 1 is better. Like, I think if I'm like to try and make things objective, that
but
one's
season
more better,
2 is
more fun.
Yeah,
I think season 2 has a bit more fun going for it.
A
little bit let your brain sort of calm down and just enjoy it. Then that's season 2. Season 1 is like, if you think about it hard, everything works kind of well.
See, I was having a conversation
unless you're the long game
at work the other day with a different work friend, and he was saying how he had watched all of season 1, just as like a Doctor Who fan anyway.
Yeah,
had just rewatched all of season 1, like recently, and we were chatting about that and stuff, and sort of like speaking about it with someone else, I'm like,
Yeah.
like it's good. It's
Banger.
really good.
Full of
Like we were
bangers.
talking about Father's Day for like a good 20 minutes.
Oh, remember one of our friends was like hated that one, and me and you were both like,
Yeah, and we were like, how the fuck?
What was it? They said they hated Father's Day and midnight.
And midnight, yeah.
And then
Because they were recommended as like two of the best
Yeah.
ones, and we're like, yeah, they're two of the best ones. And he's just like, no, actually. Do you remember why I said he hated them? I couldn't remember. It was some like ridiculous reason though, I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
I know it was something that he said, and we were like, that's why Doctor Who is good. Was like the reason that he said he didn't like them.
Maybe it was like a camp thing. Maybe it was to do with like how silly and
Yeah.
or how many jokes there were. I don't know. But yeah, would you like to do your death counts?
Okay.
Let's
You're gonna open up the old.
let's see how many fuckers died,
Computer.
right?
Yeah, right. I will formally apologise and say that this is not the most accurate death count on account of large numbers.
There's a lot of battles.
There's a lot of battles. There's a lot of like numbers of people dying. Like I'm not being funny or anything. I can't tell you how many people died when the Daleks get out at the end of Doomsday.
No, well, I think that's a thing that comes with the success of season 1, and I imagine there was a bigger budget for season 2. I mean, look, there's fucking 48 Ood costumes here,
Yes.
like all done. So like when you do that and you can do bigger battle scenes, you can like imply a lot more people are dying off screen and stuff. Because even in like, you know, Aliens of London World War 3.
Yeah.
Like that happens in one place.
Mm.
But if you were to have a thing like that now, if I think if they were to do that story in season 2, they'd be like, oh, they've actually invaded multiple political structures across the world. And that's
Yeah.
probably how they would do it.
If I've forgotten anyone, I apologise. I finalised this list at work, so
Again.
listen, I'm not put together. So we have for our bodies, as I termed them last time, just people who die.
People who die.
People who die. Taking it all the way back to Christmas Invasion. We're gonna hear
Yeah,
some
yeah.
names here, right? We've got Danny Llewellyn,
Oh, no.
Major Blake, the Sycorax leader, and then New Earth. This is where it gets weird. I just have the one guy, you know, who puts his hand into the thing, one of the experiments, and he comes out and he shoves his out to let them all free, and he like electrocutes himself. It
And he
didn't
just
have a
collapses
name,
to the
so-
ground.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him. The one who dies, like, because he's been like overloaded with shit and they incinerate him.
Oh, yeah.
Sister Jack and Matron Casp.
You're
Also
real ones.
on the list.
Real dickheads. Sorry.
For Tooth and Claw, we've got Father Angelo. We've got the steward. We've got a guy who I have here as Reynolds, and that will have been his name in the episode. I just can't for the fucking life of
Is
me
that the old fella with the gun
remember.
who like gets picked up from the ceiling?
You keep moving, for God's sake. Yeah, this guy, that was so bad.
Ooh, yeah.
Him, 8 other soldiers,
Uh-huh.
and obviously the wolf itself.
Yeah, which is unalived.
Moving on to school reunion, I have that one little girl that gets
Oh, in the beginning.
gets eaten at the beginning, and then I've got the 13 Krillitane.
There was 13 of those.
Yeah, and I only remember
Damn.
that. I didn't check. I only remember because of that bit where the doctor says something about 13 big bat people.
Okay.
So there you go.
That's those guys.
Girl in the Fireplace is the first episode with 0 deaths.
Madame de Pompadour dies at the end.
Yeah, but she dies of old age.
That's
Right? Like
she's
I can't
still dead.
I can't consider that. I'm sorry.
Still dead though.
Same with like how all the crew were killed before they got there. Like I can't do anything about that, you know?
They were in the TARDIS. Though,
Oh well,
so-
yeah, I've just seen that, right? And I'm not going back. You can't make me. Right. For the Cybermen,
Crime crackers, cracking down on crime.
yeah, this is where it gets a bit dicey.
Yeah.
So obviously we've got Ricky, we've got Mrs. Moore,
Oh yeah.
we've got Jackie,
Oh yeah.
John Lumick,
Uh-huh.
and then Mr. Crane, his pal.
Oh yes.
And then I'm considering being converted into a Cyberman at death, but
Well, I mean, you said Jackie, right? So
yeah,
that's-
but I have no clue how many Cybermen
Yeah.
there were. They say it's 5 million by the time Doomsday rolls around because they have like 5 million Cybermen or whatever.
Yeah. So it's more than that. Then.
Well, it'd be less than that then, right? Because it's been time on Pete's World.
Yeah, but I mean, they've been those 5 million have been converted, and it's been like 3 years, so even more than.
No,
5
that's
million?
what they say to the Daleks or whatever when they're like, "Oh, you would destroy the Cybermen with like 5 million Daleks or whatever." And like, we do it with 1 Dalek. That whole conversation.
No, it says you
that's
would
where-
you would defeat 5 million Cybermen with 4 Daleks.
Yeah, so 5 million Cybermen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when they first start, there would be less.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like just in the London factory, because they say that they're from like, you know.
Okay. In my brain, I'm trying to take into account the 3 years that it's been. And all that kind of shit.
Okay,
like,
at least 5 million Cybermen. At least 5 million Cybermen.
Yeah.
Then Idiot's Lantern just got Mr. Magpie.
Oh yeah.
it's just this
just
geezer.
Got a shit bit in it. Short straw.
And then when we get to the Beast,
yes.
two-parter, we have Toby, the 2 unnamed members of the crew who just
the original
die.
captain.
Yeah.
Oh no,
just the 2.
Yeah. The guy and the girl. The guy at the end of part 1, and then the girl at the beginning of part 2.
Scooty,
Scooty dead. Scooty Gatwa.
The older dude, whose name I can't remember.
Mr. Jefferson.
Mr. Jefferson, yeah.
Yep.
There you go. Him.
Uh-huh.
The Beast itself, I guess.
Well,
technically,
it makes it out into Toby, and then Toby dies too, I guess.
And then 48 Ood.
48
Ood. Moving on, Love and Monsters. We've got Bliss, we've got Bridget, we've got Mr. Skinner, we've got Ursula.
Ursula, does she die? Should we consider that a death?
Okay, no.
Okay, right.
Not Ursula, technically.
I'm not trying to poke
it makes
holes, I'm
me
just
sick.
like, you know.
It makes me sick.
You want to think that he's Roadhead. Yep. Hey, sorry.
And then Elton's mum, putting her in there because
the shadow thing you got her.
Army of Ghosts.
Yeah.
Gareth, Adiola, Matt, a bunch of unnamed Torchwood employees, the TV presenter, and the chief of police dude who do their little things. Doomsday. We've got again unnamed Torchwood employees, unnamed civilians, and Dr. Rajesh.
Oh yeah.
That's that. Those are our bodies. I fucked it up a bit with the middle ones. But then in terms of like sidekick characters, we've got Chip.
Oh yeah, Chip.
Cassandra.
Yeah.
Sir Robert, Tooth and Claw. Also,
oh yes, Sir Robert.
Yvonne.
Oh yeah,
Yvonne Hartman. And here's the thing. I'm going to ask you an opinion on this. I don't know if this should be allowed.
I
wanted to put a little 0.5 in there for K9. Because technically... But then I was like, I don't know if we're going to let that one slide.
No, I would give it a 0.5. Yeah, he gets caploded and then...
Yeah, he does.
And actually, I mean, you can see it in the ears that it is an entirely new... Like, prop as well. Like, the whole thing is new. So, was that beneath you?
It was behind me.
Oh, well, I mean, that's better than beneath, I guess. No, please. Ah! Sorry. Do you know... Sorry, just as like a dumb little... So, you know where the garage sort of door opens here?
Yeah.
My mum was sat near the front door the other day.
Yeah.
I ran out, like, scuttled out like a little fucking gremlin and went... And then just ran back inside. And she said, fuck off, you knobhead.
Yeah, I would as well.
And then she was on the phone and my auntie asked what had happened. And my mother said, he just came out with his Doctor Who Sonic-y laser thing and thingied me.
Thingied, yeah.
Get thingied.
Anyone down has like, stop bleeping me.
Yeah.
Martian! That's your mum.
Did some maths.
Crunched the numbers. Well, weighing in against the Ninth Doctors.
Yeah.
And this is any time that I said there was like unnamed soldiers or unnamed thingies, I haven't put a number down for it because how the fuck was I supposed to get a number down for it? Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I'm a fool as well. That's not even everyone.
Who are we waiting on now? Who is it?
Oh my god. Okay. I've done it. Okay.
We've done it again. More numbers to crunch.
Yeah, I just forgot the other numbers. Okay, yeah. So compared to the Ninth Doctor's 117 deaths.
Or however many we said in the last confidential.
Yeah.
Wait.
I've written it down now, so it's for realsies.
Okay.
Compared to the Ninth Doctor's 117
deaths.
Little whoopsies.
Little whoopsies?
The 10th Doctor clocks in at 5,105,500 deaths.
Where were the extra numbers from that you just counted?
The receipt.
Or was there more deaths on there?
There was more deaths on there, yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yep. So there we go. R.I.P. to all those guys,
and he's still got, like, what, 2 more seasons?
Yeah, that's after
specials.
1 season. The thing is, I was thinking about this earlier, and I was like, oh, you know, I know that the Ninth Doctor had a lot of characters die.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them I'm like, oh, like Linda with a Y, you know? Mm-hmm. All the contestants on the game shows, like, you know, people who I could, like, bring to mind. Jabe, all these people.
Yeah.
So in my brain, I was like, oh, I don't think that many people have died. For Tennant. But I mean, technically, the 5 million, I suppose, you can.
He couldn't have helped him.
No, I mean, like, the 5 million is Cybermen. So I suppose if you want to use the argument that they technically would have created themselves and all that shit regardless, then you are still just looking at 105.5.
Well, the thing about that is it's way more boring than being like 5 million people died because 10's a dick.
It really helps his whole, like, they all died thing, you know, that he has.
I can't do it. Anyways, that's the death counts. Just as like a dumb little tidbit.
Sorry, funny.
Because I just wanted to know the film and blocks this time. There was 6 film and blocks for this season.
Righto.
Which is quite a lot. I think last time there was like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Maybe 5. I don't remember completely. So all sort of filmed in block 1 were Christmas Invasion, School Reunion, and New Earth. Mm-hmm. Which normally the Christmas episodes filmed during the summer.
I was going to say, it's normally like separate, right?
But they normally don't have the main cast, like the main companion and stuff in them. Mm-hmm. So this time around, I guess they could just do it all in one. And they were all directed by James Hawes. Then Tooth and Claw Girl in the Fireplace, Euros Lynn episodes. There's more of those, but just this once. Those are in the second block. The third block...
Tooth and Claw and Girl in the Fireplace?
Yeah, same block.
Okay.
Then block 3 is Rise of Cybermen, Age of Steel, Army of Ghosts, Doomsday, the Doctor Who Children Need special from that year, which we haven't watched, but I might have it somewhere. And then Attack of the Grask, which was like the TV, TV
Attack
player.
of the Grask.
Yeah, you use your remote. Press red after the show and you can play Attack of the Grask.
Isn't that one where, like, if you failed, the Doctor's kind of a dick?
Maybe.
That's like a thing I vaguely remember.
Is there like a point and click way to play it and we can find it?
It was on the BBC website for a while. I don't know if with Flash.
We'll have a look afterwards. I'll see if it's been archived.
Yeah.
Block 4 was Idiot Lantern and Fear Her, which was hilarious that 2 of the episodes that just are kind of weak this season
back to back
were back to back filmed. Both Euros Lynn episodes. Sorry, Euros. Then Impossible Planet and Satan Pit were I guess the last 2 main ones that Billie Piper and David Tennant shot.
Yeah.
And then Love and Monsters was also the very final one that was filmed.
Right.
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
But I think that the reason that they are split into 2 blocks, I think they would be one block, like the 5 and 6, but it's because of the cast.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure they were filmed like at the same time because they were using different people, which is why Rose comes in at the end because, she was doing... They were both doing Impossible Planet and Satan Pit and they could just squeeze in a few scenes here and there, which is perfect. But Rose is gone now.
Yeah, she is.
Rose is gone. I found some of the old press releases.
Okay.
They're archived on the Bibica. I'll put all the links in the description. I think I did that last time. If I didn't, it's because I'm shit. But I'll put them all in there. This one is from the 15th of June, 2006.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so like almost, what,
That's
is that 17?
sickening.
Is that 17 years ago almost?
Fuck off.
No.
I don't want to know.
I don't know if my math's incorrect.
24.
You're
So
24. Yeah.
18, 17, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, it was a while back. But I just took sort of the main information from this. It says, Billie Piper says, Rose and I have gone on the most incredible journey with Russell T Davies and the cast and crew of Doctor Who over the past 2 years. It's been an amazing adventure and I can confirm it comes to an end, for now at least, as Series 2 climaxes.
Interesting.
Okay. Very careful choice of words there, Billie Piper.
That's the most like Marvel movie answer, right?
Yeah. I'm truly indebted to Russell for giving me the chance to play Rose Tyler, and to all the Doctor Who fans, old and new, who have been so supportive of me in this amazing role. Thank you so much. Russell T Davies, writer and executive producer, adds, it has been a wonderful experience working with Billie. We will miss her and wish her all the success in the world for her future. However, the Doctor Who team have had a whole year to plan this final scene and have created a stunning exit for Rose Tyler. The Doctor lives a dangerous life, and when Rose joined him on his adventures, she was aware of this. With a series climax called Doomsday on its way, I can't guarantee who will survive and who won't, but I can assure you the TARDIS is going on its scariest journey yet. Everyone, other than Yvonne, really.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
R.I.P. She did her duty, though.
But then 2 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. 2 years ago. Screen Rant.
That makes me feel a lot better than you saying 17 fucking years ago.
2 years ago. There was a few places reported on this. I think it was a BBC interview that like Screen Rant and Radio Times just like pinched the quotes from it and like just threw them all online. So you can find this lots of places. Mine's from Screen Rant. This is just like directly from their website. This is the 12th of May 2 years ago. Piper admits that she didn't expect the show to become as successful as it did, and as a result, she was thrust into a position of mainstream fame that she found disconcerting. She states, I didn't like the responsibility of being a sort of role model. behind the scenes of the show, Piper was heading towards a divorce with former husband, and then things that she was talking about in her book that you have as well, like the eating disorder and stuff, was all happening around this time. But after that, she was labelled like a washed-out child star and stuff, and so she didn't expect Doctor Who to be as big as it was because of all of the expectations that was set. And sorry for interrupting, I'll just get this last bit out of the way. It says, it was great in many ways, she explained, because I was doing what I felt like I was born to do on some level. And also, you know, it put her in mainstream fame, but she went from, like, you know, pop star. Why play that song so loud? Just cause. Just cause want to? Bitch. And then she was doing loads of stuff at the time, and still, I mean, I Hate Susie and I Hate Susie 2 is just
Secret Diary of a Call Girl.
Yeah, that I haven't watched that. She was in Penny Dreadful, right?
She was, yes.
Yeah, she's done a lot of stuff.
I Hate Susie is very good.
I've heard good things about that.
I have not seen
I Hate Susie 2.
I Hate Susie 2.
I love it when they give a season 2 a title, you know.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm like, yeah, make it big, make it sequely. Especially now that, like, movies and TV, they used to be like separate industries, and now you just
it's
do
kind
whatever
of just
the
one
fuck.
thing, yeah. But no, you know, I love Billie Piper, me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't have anything more nuanced to say, but I really, really like her.
When she responded to one of her ex-husbands with that tweet, it was just like, why don't you pay some fucking child support rather than being like a turf online or whatever the tweet was. Like, so good. Anyway, so...
I know that she's very anti-Tory as well.
Great.
I saw some...
Love her.
She was a post she put on Instagram where she's, you know, the, like, Tesco logo?
Yeah.
Where it was that, but it said Tories, and then it said very little help. And I'm like, you know, fucking... Big up Billie Piper.
Hard as well.
Big up Billie Piper, man.
So that first press release was from the 15th of June 2006, but on the 5th of July, so like, you know, 10 to like 15-ish days later, 2 days later, however long it was, no, 20 days, I'm stupid. 20-ish days later, they announced that Freema Agyeman was joining the team.
They did.
And this is what was said. Rusty Davies said, the search for a new companion had been underway for some time when I first saw Freema Agyeman. She had come in to audition for the part of Adiola in Series 2. Watching her during filming confirmed what an exciting new talent she was, so under cover of darkness we called her back in to audition with David Tennant for the role for the new companion. So, like, they just sort of were like, hey, you were good. Can you come back and do some more? I did see
something when I was looking at trivia for those episodes, and I cannot remember for the life of me who it was, but there was someone who was rumoured to be the new companion, which was, like, absolute, like, myth, because it was, you know, pretty much always set in stone that it was going to be Freema.
Well, they've always done that with Doctor Something, where there's been like, rumoured it's going to be these 4 people, and then it's always someone else.
One of the things that I really like about Doctor Who as well, I mean, maybe not so much like
now.
Recently, but like it felt like for a hot minute, aside from Catherine Tate, there's no one huge on this show. Especially as companions.
I mean, Karen Gillan tweeted recently, there was like an anniversary thing for one of her episodes of Doctor Who. Oh no, it was the anniversary of when she was announced as the companion.
Right.
And she just like sort of retweeted it with or quote tweeted it, I guess is just how it's called now when you put a caption on it. Yeah. And she just quote tweeted it saying like, oh, where it all began. Yeah. Because like, yeah, who the fuck were you before Doctor Who? Not in a rude way. Yeah. But also season 5 and 6 is sort of when it took off in America. So, you know, Millie Gibson, who's doing it now, who's like, you know, done British soaps. I don't think that many Americans
will know who she is.
I don't even know who she is because I don't watch soaps. People were like, oh, that's what people know her from.
Well, in terms of Doctor casting, Ncuti Gatwa is the first Doctor that I'm like, oh, I'm quite familiar with you before.
Well, yeah, because just Sex Education's huge, right?
Yeah, like I saw some Jodie stuff.
I do kind of love
her, but
yeah. I hadn't seen anything of her before Doctor Who.
You should watch Adult Life Skills. It's a fucking banging
film. Which
film.
I think is the problem, is because Doctor Who does nothing to like actually elevate Jodie Whittaker in any way.
No.
Whereas she herself, fine actress.
Oh, I would say very, very good actress.
Yeah.
Actually.
But, you know, can't fix a shit script sometimes. Anyways, so they called her back into audition. They then said it was an immediate and sensational combination, and her range, presence and charm blew us all away. David and Freema are terrific together, and we're delighted to have chosen her to join the Doctor for more adventures in time and space. Team TARDIS way. The first scripts have been written, and Martha's a brilliant addition to the TARDIS crew, the perfect foil for the Doctor. She won't be in this year's Christmas special at the time. We've got another surprise in store for that, and it was Catherine Tate.
Surprise indeed it was.
Yeah. I mean, not for me, because I was like, 6, and I was like, who is the redhead?
Who is she?
Excuse me, mother. Who is the redhead? And like that's when my thing for redheads began. It's not. I don't know when that was. Auditioning. So Freema Agyeman then says,
"It was Karen Gillan. Let's be fucking real."
You can't tell me she's a kissogram and have her take her hat off like that and expect me not to be feral about
Mate,
it.
I'm not
okay?
disputing it because, like, hard agree. Fucking hard agree.
No, it doesn't. I'm not going to go into it. Actually, never mind. Freema Agyeman says, I've been keeping this secret from my friends for months. It's been driving me mad. Auditioning with David in secret down in Cardiff was unbelievable, but I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd actually become the new companion. Billie rightfully built up an amazing fan base, and she will be missed, but I hope the fans are willing to go on new adventures with me. It still hasn't quite sunk in. I'm sure it will slam home first day on set when I'm stood gazing at David Tennant. Tennant then adds, Freema was a joy to work with in episode 12 of the current series. She's not only very talented and very beautiful, she's great fun, and I'm delighted she's coming on board the TARDIS full time. I can't wait to welcome her to the Who family. Yay!
Yeah, cool. The one thing, as a final Rose note, that I will say,
yes,
because it still to this day goes on, I don't need
to see her
talk
again
about Rose Tyler coming back every single time something goes down. Because I'm like,
Right.
one, logistically, I'm fine with leaving her in the parallel world.
Yes.
That's fucking.
Me too, 100%.
I can't be asked with the.
Do you want to know the newest rumour that I saw?
Do
you want to hear it?
Go on.
And one, I don't think Russell T Davies would do this, so I don't think it's true. If you are worried about possible spoilers for the 60th, I mean, sort of skip this bit, I guess, but I don't think it's a spoiler. I think it is so far-fetched
that it is pure rumour.
That it's pure rumour, because I don't think Russell T Davies would do this. Where someone said the reason that the Doctor's coming back and how they're going to write it to make him looking older makes sense is that he is accidentally in the Meta-Crisis Doctor's body. But then you've got to deal with trying to get him from one universe to another and a bunch of other shit that you don't need to do, which is why I'm like, this is total bullshit. I don't think. And I also don't want that.
Yeah, no, I don't want that at all.
The idea of Rose gets what she wants, the Doctor gets, it's the one thing that the Doctor can never have. And the Doctor's like, he committed genocide. So have you, like more than once. So let's not start that. But
you've killed 5 million people.
Yeah, but that's all of the press release stuff.
Right. Very good.
I have a little confession. Kelsey was right about the Doritos back in episode 1 of season 2 of
She
Dr.
was?
Rewind. Kelsey, if you're listening to this,
formal apology.
I'm making you wait 45 minutes, almost 46, depending on the edit. I'm not sorry for it. It was a funny bit, which is why I'm happy that it happened. But like, I don't. And this isn't a secret, by the way. I've not been like. This isn't a recent thing. I've known this since the episode aired. You can hear it if you go back. You can hear my entire argument falling apart, but I'm just trying to maintain it for humour. I am fucked, okay? But the idea of like, yeah, you can put flavour on something and in something. Yeah, that's what sauce is. Yeah, I know.
Spice.
That's called seasoning, baby. Like, but yeah, there is that. Now, to close this off, do you want to play our little game?
Ooh, yeah, I think I do.
I'm going to move this.
Perfect.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
To play Donna Noble's Flapper or Slapper.
Oh my god.
What do you think? Flapper or slapper?
Oh my god. Oh, you really did do something, didn't you?
I've been doing this for about 2.5 hours today. Going through and is it the picture of it that's getting you?
All of it. This is fucking like. The thing is, I'm like, I know this is an image that we just have.
Yeah, I can just send you this.
Oh my. Sorry. Okay, please.
Are you going to pretend to hate it just to make me upset now? Because I feel like you've already ruined your shtick, right?
I was going to say, I can't pretend to hate it.
So, I'm going to need to write these sort of down as you go.
Okay.
I've got a list here too for me.
I say, you're playing along, come on.
I don't need to play along, it's cool.
You're going to, though.
So, we're going to play Donna Noble Slapper or Slapper. What do you think of the logo in the...
Fucking love it.
Very, very rushed, but I don't care about it enough to be annoyed. So it's Tinder controls. You've got your swipe left, which is the good
Swipe left is good.
Swipe left is
Okay.
flapper. Swipe right is slapper. But you do have a super like. Which is not super rose, but I don't know whether to give you 3 super likes or not, or just the one. You get 1 super
I
like.
think
on
I
these
should
fits.
just have the one.
Just 1 super like. You can decide what it is at the end if you want.
I probably will, yes.
1 super. I'm just gonna write that down. Okay, so Rose, end of the world.
Oh my god.
By the way, I don't know where I got that face from, but I love it.
Superb.
Right, and that's the sleigh. That's the sleigh picture that we have of him holding. I had to get like a smile, and then
I love it.
and then this middle one is this is your super like. This is so hot that your body changes.
Yep.
It changes your biological form just because of how hot it is. But this is the same outfit for Rose and End of the World. So what are we saying?
You know what? Slapper.
Oh, slapper.
Slapper. I don't love it. I'm sorry. And I know that, you ever read the thing, you ever find out the thing that it's like Rose's fashion like changes and stuff. Yeah, and I'm like, this is where we start. This is just, not a good outfit.
This is like one of the 2 times that we ever get period dress, which is on
Flapper.
Quiet Dead. Flapper?
Absolute flapper. I would like
Flapper.
to just say for these ratings as well.
I call
Billie
this one the
Piper.
What the Dickens.
Billie Piper, beautiful. Like beautiful
Oh yeah,
woman.
this is only about the clothes.
I'm looking at her clothes and hair choices.
Okay,
Obviously,
yeah, well,
they
hair,
all
true,
kind of
true.
look good because she's really
Yeah.
hot, but like, But
Yeah.
yeah, flapper, absolutely.
So now we've got Aliens of London World War III. This is the whole companion catalogue, by the
Okay,
way. This
excellent.
is. I was gonna go through and come up with names for each of the
Each of the looks.
looks, and I didn't have enough time to. And there is one that I was like, oh yeah, I can, Sorry, there's like one or 2 that I was like, oh, I've got names for these, and then it just sort of fell apart. So Aliens of London with the coat,
Slapper.
slapper with the coat.
Slapper with the coat, man.
Slapper with
I
the
don't.
coat.
It's
Is it
not
gonna-
about. Just
but-
not about white, man.
But is removing the coat going to change anything? Very cash, very cash.
Slapper.
Slapper again.
That is an unflattering fit.
Double slapper.
Yeah.
Okay, but then we've got the 12 pints of Stella a day look
Oh, flapper.
of
Oh,
Dalek
flapper. Listen, this look means a lot to me.
because you want it to hit you.
Yeah.
Oh god, that was far too sultry. You can't be doing that. This is a children's show. Oh, flapper on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, long game.
Oh, flapper.
Flapper.
Yeah, I really
wasn't
like
expecting
this. I really like this. I think it's the
Zumba
hair.
ass. Look
that
at this
ties it all
diagonal
together.
zip though. Like that goes.
It's funky, isn't
it
it?
goes across. Yeah.
Like off-centered collar.
She's gonna do some jazzercise. Jazzercise on. Is it platform 1? No.
Yeah, game station.
Satellite 5.
Satellite 5. We'll get there in the
God,
end.
yeah. This one is difficult, the next one, so you'll have to try and just cast your mind back to how it looks, because I can't find any good angles of it where there's more body in there. So, like,
Okay.
there was some of them where I was like, oh, I can get this picture, and then I'm like, that's only sort of the neck up, but from memory, and that is
The Father's Day look?
Day
Oh,
look with the
flapper.
jean jacket and the
Yeah.
flapper.
Yeah, flapper on that one.
Okay, and then this one is the same for both
How the
parts.
fuck is this going to translate to an audio format?
We are very ahead,
Okay, cool.
so I can
We can do
I can
this.
take over and put things on.
Lovely.
Yes.
Flapper.
Flapper again for the
Yeah.
Union Jack.
Flapper on the Union Jack.
Yeah.
Again, I always like it when Rose makes a hair choice, and this is absolutely a hair choice.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Boomtown.
Oh, flapper.
Flapper again.
This is a solid look,
Our friend could make you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
and I'd like it.
Of course you would. And then for the final part of season 1, the pink. I don't know what it's meant to be.
That's a slapper.
That's a slapper for you. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to be
In
critical
a-
about it, right?
There is nothing wrong with the outfit. I just don't love it.
You don't love it.
No, Rose has
Well.
given me some better looks
Cope.
over time.
Sorry.
Cry about it.
Yeah. So moving on, the Doctor dies. I was gonna do some Doctor stuff, right?
Right.
Now, here is the problem, because I was like, this feels a bit weird, just doing the companion. But then I was like, I'll do some Doctor stuff, and I'm like, okay, 9, the most he does is take his jacket off for a 5-minute
I was
section
gonna
of
say.
Father's Day.
Right.
And the most Tennant does, which I do have on here, is the hair
Yeah.
in Idiot's Lantern, which that is, you get a point for both of those you can do. So, Christmas Invasion. This is a really high-quality photo. I don't know why it's so high quality, but
I'm gonna
it's
say
sort of
slapper on
green
that one.
grey and sequiny. You're gonna say slapper on this
Slapper
one.
on this one, yeah.
Okay, and then New Earth.
Oh, flapper.
I'm sorry, I feel like that this could have been a slapper, but that pose has some attitude
it's
going
the
on.
confidence in it. She
Yeah.
is wearing the outfit. The outfit is not wearing her.
Look at the haircut between those two as well. Between those two pictures, look at that go.
I like haircut Rose, man.
Haircut Rose is good. So we go to Scotland with Tooth and Claw.
Oh, the naked look.
Yeah, the naked look.
Ooh, okay. See, I'm gonna say this one is a flapper.
Okay.
However, I am marking her down because I remember she wore ugly ass boots in this episode.
Okay.
I'm like,
yeah, it's hard to get a full body shot of all
if
of
you
these.
put a pair of DMs on this outfit, it would be like 100% flapper. However, I don't think so.
Okay, so moving on to Chip Shop Chic is what I'm calling this one. I said I had a few names. This is one of them. What do we reckon of the school reunion chip shop look?
It's a slapper look, innit? But to be fair, if Billie Piper wants to come into my place of work while I'm on shift and call me a slapper, then respect to it.
Yeah, that's true. Fair enough.
No one looks good at work.
And her regular sort of look in school reunion
slapper.
by the end.
That one's
slapper again.
I just don't like the jacket.
Double slapper this time.
I'll tell you why I don't like the jacket. I don't like, the little cuff around the middle.
This bit.
Yep.
It's very high up,
It's
right?
like
It's
the
a
cuff around the
high-waist sort of
sleeves,
thing.
but
Yeah.
instead it's like round the waist, which gives the impression of like a cropped jacket, kind of, but it doesn't work.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
slapper. Sorry.
Slapper. Don't forget, you've still got your super.
Oh,
super
don't worry. I know.
So very, very casual. Next, girl in the fireplace.
Oh, fucking flapper.
Flapper.
Yeah,
Flapper
this
on that one.
is a superb look.
Very casual.
Yeah.
Very like lazy.
See,
day
the thing is,
sort
this
of-
is a much
sort of
better fitting
looks.
t-shirt than.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically the same look, just t-shirt and jeans.
This is very
much better
like
fitting.
you know when you're not going out or anything, but you're just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna go to the pub for a quick.
Yeah, she got hair
quick pint.
did and everything.
She crimped it up, or she just let it air dry. I don't know. Some people's hair goes like that when they dry it in the air. My hair just goes.
Mine kind of does.
Fucking liar. So right.
Oh, that's just unflattering.
This is
that.
I couldn't find any other pictures. I guess there's one when they're looking through the Cybers thing in the middle of the street that I could have gotten.
This is a slapper.
But it was a bit right. Are we saying that for clothes or pose?
The clothes, man.
Okay,
I
it's the
don't, I
clothes,
don't
okay?
like this look at all. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. And then we have for the rest of this two-part of the maid look.
Oh, flapper. Fucking get that shit down. Sorry.
You alright? do you need a bottle of water? Some ice?
I just love women, man.
You've got a heart boner.
Yeah.
Okay, right. And then this is for both of them. You get to give one flapper and one. You can do two for this one.
Okay.
And that is the idiot slanting look.
Double flappers.
Double flappers on both.
Double flappers.
Okay, double flappers on
Yeah,
both.
solid for both of them.
Okay.
I hope that you know that I don't mean David Tennant with the helmet on.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I'm picturing the
it's
like
the hair,
slick
the-
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, good, solid.
Rose says daddy this episode. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Then the Impossible Planet and Satan
slapper.
Pit. Slapper, you don't
Slapper.
like? Is it the diagonal zips again?
Yeah,
And the
not
collars.
about this look. I don't think I liked it at the time either, though. So I
Oh.
would be very curious. I mean, obviously,
Very
I'm not
resilient in your.
not gonna fucking do it, but I would be very curious to go back and listen to our episodes and see the fit checks at the time
Yeah.
compared to what I'm saying now because it's different.
Because
seeing-
these are definitive.
Yeah, this is
These flappers or slappers got to
these
stick
are
around.
definitive answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, slapper on that one. Sorry.
Do we have to do this every confidential now? Do I
Fucking
have to
yes.
sit and, sit
Yes,
and make these
this
images?
is so good.
I'm glad you're enjoying them because it took me so fucking long to do. Anyways. So, Love and Monsters, like this is the not blue look.
Oh, flapper.
Flapper on the not blue.
Flapper.
Which was this is a good look, but it's only in like the first minute and a half of the episode.
Yeah. To be fair, she's very
Flapper.
briefly in this episode, but
Yeah, at the end.
she's serving looks.
Which is what I'm going to call the You Upset My Mum.
That's a flapper.
That's Flapper as well.
Yeah, I really like that
Okay.
look.
All right.
I like the braids.
It's the okay.
I really like
Yeah.
the braids.
That's fine. Now, fear her. She looks really fucked off in that picture. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to.
Isn't that right before she goes and like grabs a
She
child?
just like shakes her, yeah.
You know what?
She's like, Flapper or Slapper clue, which is it?
Flapper
Flapper on that
on
one.
that one. This is This is a good look.
I call this one the Bad Wolf Blues. Baby. Flapper on that one.
Yeah.
So we both had an annoying... We were both like, this jacket looks
Yeah,
annoying.
it does... yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
fine.
And last but not least is the beach look. The jacket, the purple fingerless sort of glove thing going on.
Oh my god, I
and
didn't even notice the purple fingerless glove until I saw that the t-shirt that's sticking out isn't the same.
This pinkness. Yeah.
Ooh, you know what? Slapper.
Slapper.
Don't like it.
Oh.
Do not like it.
Right. Well.
Well.
You can dish out a super like to any of these because you haven't done
Boomtown.
that yet. Boomtown.
I'm super liking Boomtown.
You're gonna super. I thought you'd have gone with the either this or this one, considering how down bad you were for the maid like
It
8
was,
seconds ago.
you know what? The thing is, it was gonna be. It was gonna be.
So yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay, no, you know what? Super like roses are made.
Super like roses are
Too
made.
right. Yeah. The reaction speaks for itself. To be honest, I can't. I don't think I can fight against.
There is
Super like on that
absolutely
one.
like no restraint behind you being like yeah, like your whole body, you're on the couch just like yes. Right, I'll put a little asterisk next to that then. There we go. That's all I have. I was like, how do we make this episode a little bit longer? And I was like, well, we've come up with Flapper or Slapper.
Play a rousing game of Donna
But I wanted
Noble's
to-
Flapper or Slapper.
Yeah, so let's get back to it. There we go. that image really tickles you, huh?
I love it so much.
Don't know Flapper or Slapper. Anyways.
Oh god, think about this, right?
What?
This was 2 seasons of Rose looks.
Uh-huh.
We've got a season of Martha looks. Wait
Mhm.
till we get to like Amy and Clara.
Oh yeah.
They've got so many looks.
I'm gonna have to start doing screenshots as we go.
Yeah.
Because I had to go through every episode today, find them, cut them down, make the little, find fonts that looked good but were also able to use because of legal stuff. Like, but I think it looks okay.
This is my favourite thing that we've ever done.
That's what you want to hear after 30 odd episodes
when
of doing
you said
a show.
that you had something, I was not expecting Donna Noble's Flapper or Slapper. But I'm glad it was there.
Yeah. Well, we said it. We said we'll do a Flapper or Slapper. But I guess you thought I meant each episode, which I did. And then today I was like, what if I made it like a Tinder-looking sort of thing?
Yeah, this has been a very fun game.
Happy that you enjoyed it. And you win fuck all.
What's your super like?
My super like, it's between the maid and the
Idiot's
Lantern. Yeah.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
that's just because I've got unresolved issues. That's all this
to
is.
be fair, if you had given me 3 super likes, if I had taken that, it would have been
Boomtown
Maid,
and those
Idiot's
two.
Lantern, and Boomtown. Yeah. So.
Yeah. See, I didn't expect the boom to... See, I like this one a lot.
I really like that one.
I
Actually.
really like the casual sort of look
It's
that
got a watch on and everything.
Clockwork
What
Robots
the fuck good is that
going
going to do in
on.
space?
Don't know, but we won't be here next week.
No.
Break week next week.
Yeah.
Week after Runaway Bride,
Yeah.
and then going straight into season 3.
Season 3 of Doctor Who,
and
baby.
maybe a little Torchwood. We still will discuss that, I suppose.
Well, it's been lovely. You don't have to leave, but you can't stay here.
No, that's not the quote. You bitch. You fucking bitch. You goddamn
What?
fucking.
What have I
I
done?
don't know. It was closing time to Semisonic. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, but
So
you
I was
said you don't-
trying to
You
do.
said you don't have to leave. Anyways, if you want to rewind it just to listen to Katie go feral over Roses Are Made again, feel free to do that. Well, how would you rank these episodes? How would I want to see that? And also, I'm gonna put all these images on screen. Play Flapper or Slapper.
Yeah.
Please play Flapper or Slapper. In fact, I might upload that section of this video as a separate
Just
thing on its own
thing.
because I'm gonna have a conversation with you after this.
Play
about,
Flapper or
about this.
Slapper
Please
and
play
tell me
Flapper or
who you
Slapper.
would super like.
Yeah, tell us who. Yeah, that is the main one.
What is your favourite?
What is it? What?
Because I've just realised, right, that on this show,
Sorry if I just put that back up on the screen and it's killed you again.
we will do, we will do a serious discussion,
Mm-hmm.
and then we will very quickly pivot into Donna Noble's Flapper or Slapper.
Well, every episode. We can't do that every
No,
episode.
not every episode, but just in
confidential.
general, as this show goes, we'll have like
Yeah.
a serious conversation. One of us will make like an insightful point or something, and then I'm like, Rose isn't looking great this week.
Uh-huh.
Like we just turn it into a fashion show at the end.
Well, that is exactly. This show has gotten weird. Anyways,
Started weird, it's gonna end weird, baby.
Weird DW Rewind everywhere, all over the place, all over your no. Sorry. We'll see you in 2 weeks to start season 3. So I'm just going to beat the shit out of my mic.
And now we'll go to the pub.
We will, and we'll go and lose a quiz.
Awesome.
Awesome. Bye.
Bye.